Okay guys, Travelling Ted here, just filled up with petrol. This is the second part of my journey to City Hospital. So this time I just thought I would put the camera facing forward. I'm not going to do that much commentary. I wanted to put the radio on, but something very strange happened yesterday. I did a journey from home to Birmingham, and I had the camera facing forward and I had the radio on. Didn't think anything of it, never made any commentary, and then I decided to upload it, and I got an email from YouTube saying uploaded stopped because of copyright. So obviously the music on the radio, copyright, couldn't upload it on YouTube. Okay, that was a first for me. And now we have the bright morning sun, which is going to do my head in. Wow, that looks impressive on the video. Alright. Ah boy. So as you can see, there is, by the way, this video is Sunday morning, don't know, I can't get it in my head whether it's 30 or 29th of March, but it's the second video that I did, and this is Travelling Ted, and as you can see, there is very, very little traffic around. My guess for this week, unfortunately, the number of deaths will rise, so there'll be more of a clampdown to stop people moving about. What that clampdown is going to be, I can only guess at. I can only guess. They want people to stop them being in groups and congregating and all that kind of stuff. I reckon it's a difficult one because certain key workers still have to get to work. I reckon they'll stop public transport, which perversely means that there'll be more taxis on the road. Now, the taxis will become key workers because they will be the ones driving people around and all that kind of stuff. And also, there'll be key workers in terms of food and stuff because people will still need to go to the supermarket and get their food. And if you're elderly or you cannot drive or something like that, you'll still need to use a taxi. So public transport, yeah, what else could be? Well, they could close more businesses, but it's just trying to work out which ones. Potentially they could put more police, maybe even army checkpoints on the roads, just to discourage people from driving around. What else could they do? What has been done in other countries? Well, other countries, they've got a complete and total lockdown. Obviously, you don't read every minutiae of what they're doing, but I guess key workers and all that kind of stuff are exempt. And then there's a whole list of who a key worker actually is, because at the end of the day, you can do a lockdown, but you need society to be able to function, to move forward. You need refuse collection. God, that guy just went through a red light on the other side. You need refuse collection, definitely. There are so many key workers who you wouldn't even think of. And I suspect if they get rid of public transport, the taxi drivers, the Uber drivers will become key workers. Oh boy. Strange times we're living in. Strange historical times. Somebody said, oh yes, what was it I going to say? Yeah. I was going to tell you a story, right? Okay, doing a lot of reading, and I was reading about how this virus, okay, watch yourself, how this virus went about. So, try and cut a really long story short. Okay, there is food pressure all over the planet. Food pressure to get food processed quickly, cheaply, blah 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 blah. So in China, as in everywhere else in the world, okay, the big companies are moving in and forcing out the small farmers and making huge mega farms. Okay, huge mega farms, processing, for example, millions of chickens and all that kind of stuff. And they're buying up more land to process more of, millions of chickens, millions of pigs, things like that. Which means that the small holding farmers are pushed further and further away from the land that they normally farm. So, as in China, the land is scarce, so they get pushed to the edge of the forests where the bats are. Okay? Now in this case, like everywhere else, the farmers realise they cannot compete on, farming chickens, pigs, things like that, because the big companies have it all set up. They can't compete on price or anything like that. So what they then decide to do is they then decide to go into different animals, exotic animals, which human beings are not, are not really 100%, shall we say, evolutionary wise, designed to eat. So one of these animals is the pangolin, and they, in this area of China, they developed a niche market, very exotic people wanted to eat exotic meat and be different. But the thing is, right, the pangolin has a close interaction with bats, and somehow, even now, they don't know how, the Covid-19 virus, which is one of a number of viruses which are dormant in lots of different animals, in this case in bats, basically, basically transferred from the bat to the pangolin. And then at some point, somebody ate pangolin. and it had the virus in it from the bat. And then that person got the virus. And that's how it kind of mutated into humans. It wasn't really, should I say, Chinese fault. It was just human population, big business fault, wanting to basically produce food for the masses at the cheapest, most economical price. So in a way, we all have a part to play if we're all doing the meat eating and we want our food to be cheap. And now, as this article says, we have to have a little think about which way are we going with this. You know, because we're putting pressure on ourselves to go into unknown worlds. Alright guys, just so you might be interested, I'm here at the hospital. It's on the left. Just gotta wait for my sister-in-law. Okay? All the best. Bye.